The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Check three, check what? Check hot. Tight dog.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block.
Let's go. Jim. Watch out.
Now a give, right side. It's Hines. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hey, switch gears.
To throw, Brissett. And he's got his man, Hilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
36.
At the 31-yard line.
66. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Rush in. Hey, watch it. Check 13. Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Bang. Check four. Check 40.
This is Hines. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
They're running it. Check 52. Let's go. 5-0. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. He can't hang. He's not going to get over it on you. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Stay with your man.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Johnson, the intended target. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They begin the drive with Hines. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
On second down now. It's Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to face a third down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check 55 to Mike. Watch the slant. Watch it. Switch. Swing. Out.
Brissett from the gun on third. That's caught by Hollister. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
You go tight. Watch, go. Twitch. Will. Check 6 guys. SOS.
On first down, Hines. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Mike's 50. All day, baby, all day.
Throwing on second down. Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Whip. Watch the whip. Under 10.
Here's Hines. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Joker. Check. Fresno. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Say it. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On second down, it's Hines. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Come on, set.
can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Showing it. Shoot the ball. Match, match. Right. Shoot.
Check the hot read. Check 30. 31.
Switch.
They run with Hines. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Damian Harris, 78 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Check. Crunch. Hey. No. Squeeze.
On second down now, it's Hines. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Go, Mike 50. On the ball. Sponge. No, go.
On third down, Brissett. And he connects with Ebron. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now.
50. Double dog. That's over. Watch the eye.
They just get the play off. Now Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
He's checking. Crash. Hey, check 24. Alert flag.
Switch.
On second down, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Brissett. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Mike's 50. Here we go.
Throwing, Brissett. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you. Check 99. Let's go, Mike 50.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Now Brissett. Ebron's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, here's Brissett. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Chester Rogers as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Steelers.
Like 80.
All day, dog.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
58, boy, 58.
Hey, Haywood.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 27, Roethlisberger. Flush. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Check. Go. Check out route. Tight go.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check the backer.
66. Bullet. Half. Jim. Watch out. Hey, switch gears.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Right, it appeared to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set, ready, and read.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Swing. Go. Under crunch. Delta. 55, my God, 55. You.
To throw is Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a first down carry for Harris, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Easy.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55.
Brissett now. Complete to Hilton. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Watch the screen. Check.
Brissett. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Check 4. Check 43. Check 9.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Back. Check 52. Check. Hey, alert 3. 55's Mike, guy, 55.
Here we go.
Kill. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Get up, D. All day. Defense, all day.
On 2nd and 2, Brissett. He's going to let this go end zone for him. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Black 30.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Andrew Billings never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man is Switzer, complete. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Watch the safety creep. Switch. Switch. Go. Out. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now it's Hines. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Under 10.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Hey, 50's the mic. 50's the mic. No, I got you, boy. Mike's 50. Quit talking about it. Let him grab. Quick the edge.
They'll try to throw now. Reset. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check three, check three. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Get him all. West. Joker. Same on. Check. Fresno.
Mack off the draw play. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcome, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. First down, and they go back to Harris. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Connor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now Brissett. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Brissett. He'll buy some time right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Squeeze. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Brissett looks to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Steelers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.